All right, I've been trying to get through this recording for like a while. Like, you ever try to record something and stuff just like not want to work when it's trying to like it's so annoying. It's so annoying. That's why I can't wait till I get like my new microphone and all that other good stuff. Trust me, it'll be a lot more smoothly. But it's your boy Libra Guy 90. Hope you guys having a blessed day. Listen, I have not been consistent. I understand that. It's just all I do is work, right? Like, I got my own place now. I'm not able to know life the game the way I used to when I was on my grind to Prestige 100 and also trying to get my YouTube partnership. Which again, all I got to do is just get my, documents like updated on YouTube, and then I'll be back monetized on my channel, stuff like that. So I just got a question though, and please leave it kindly in the comments your thoughts and opinion about the new chapter or the recent chapters, like Wesker. He's not that recent. I'll say obviously the Skull Merchant I'm gonna get to a little bit later in the video. The Knight is more recent than it is Wesker, but Wesker is probably like the most fun killer that they probably released in like I want to say prior to the Knight and Skull Merchant. And why is because Wesker is not a killer that is really a 3-gen slowdown kind of guy. Like, I mean, you don't even know, he's pretty fast, right? And his ability is fun as killer and survivor in chase. And I give him that. But when it comes to like what they just literally released, well, before I even get to that, I'm just gonna talk about first. Let me just talk about how I feel about this community first before I get into that. So here's my thing. In this community, it just seems like no matter what you post in this game, on the survivor end, you'll always get crap for it. Oh, why are you bullying a baby killer? Why are you? I love how people can just assume your opponent's level, and I love it when it's mostly or almost only just on the survivor's end. Like, dude, I'm just joining into the game. I doubt many people even know their MMR. I'm just practicing playing with one perk just so I can challenge myself. I could easily just run meta perks all day. Dead Hard is not really a perk I really care to run. I never really was that big of a fan of Dead Hard before the nerf of 6.1.0 patch, where they pretty much changed it to what it is now. I used it, but it wasn't that big of a deal, right? Because at the end of the day, what a lot of killers don't seem to understand, I know playing against it sucked when you felt like you had like a free down or you finally caught that survivor, but I swear to God, it still worked like half the time, dude. And anybody who actually played, even some killer mains now that I watch, they see what we were talking about. Like, I pressed E, or I pressed I pressed A or whatever, or X, whatever system that you're playing on. Their hard work, like, still to this day 50% of the time, right? I see many times killers waited out like they've always been doing, and survivors still go down. Now, does it work at times? Yeah. And is it clutch? Yeah. But there's so many other perks that I just rather run, like Life is like probably like my favorite one. Sprint Burst is pretty good if you don't want to like leave scratch marks and stuff like that. So that's just my opinion. But the point is that there will always be this thing in the community where I feel like no matter what you do with this game, people will always complain. People will always get mad. People will always be petty. That's just how this community is. I got almost 6,000 hours into this game, and it would just never change. I used to think like in the beginning, and it probably was in the beginning, where there's a lot of stuff I didn't understand as Survivor, I did wrong in my chases and stuff like that. But I'm noticing, and I'm gonna be honest with you, I don't really see at this point flaws in my chases. I'm gonna be honest with you. Like, I don't make all the right reads all the single time, like every single time perfectly every time, like no one does. But I mean, it's not like I'm doing something that's like noobish, where it's like, bro, we're just trying to give you good advice. No, a lot of times y'all just hating. Y'all mad, like right now I'm going against this Pinhead. People get mad at the fact that he can't guard me. I mean, I'm running an object of obsession and stuff like that. Like, people get mad regardless. So that's just how it is. So the community, I just feel like, also I'm hearing about a lot of the DDoSing that's going on in this game, which I guess that's like where they can pretty much like shut off your internet or something like that. It just seems like no matter what, it's just people. You have to keep that in mind. People are just who they are. And you got people that really got that much time on their hands though too. Like, they really have that much time where you'd be like, well, who does that? Who would take the time to want to knock somebody off the internet? I remember one time that happened to me. I was playing again. I was actually streaming back in the day. I want to say a couple of years ago, and a salty killer got mad because he couldn't guard me back then, even though I wasn't that good of a survivor. But I was talking my trash, and he, kicked me offline, and my computer didn't work for like almost 2 hours. So I mean, all I'm saying is that trust me, I understand how this stuff is, man. It's just really the community. Now let's get on like the behavior of things, right? I understand that they want to try to please the community by trying to make a killer that I feel like, you know, as the devs, they're trying to make it where they appease both sides. They want people to play their game. They want killer mains to be able to be excited to play their game, so that way people can, you know, because killers are the one that pretty much drive people to want to play for the most part. You know, you see like a killer like, you know, Myers or Freddy or, you know, Demogorgon if you watch Stranger Things, and yeah, you would want to play that game. But now they made it where they slowed everything down. They've already done that in 6.1.0 patch, where they pretty much added 10 seconds to each gen to complete. They pretty much buffed the slowdowns, but now they made it where they making these killers like the Skull Merchant very boring to play against. Where she's weak in chase, as you can see, but at the same time, she can really hold her 3-gen slowdown, so the game will last forever. Same thing with the Knight. You know, the Knight, you know, like pretty much these are zoning killers. Like if you get inside any of their orbs or whatever, like the Knight, you know, he can send the killer to pretty much chase you around Shack or pretty much camp the, you know, hook. Same thing with Skull Merchant. Like if you get around her, and I don't really know her powers completely, as I don't really play as much as I used to, but the fact that she can pretty much hold, you know, these 3 gens, or she can become undetectable because you're in her power, it's just really weird how they the last killer they made that was fun was Wesker. That was pretty much it. I know I did a lot of quite like weird rambling, but all I can tell you is that I just don't know how fun this game is. I still play it every day when I'm off work and before work, but I just feel like this community is just getting to a point where it's not just like I expect the community to be the way that it is, and I don't think that's going to change, but I hope that the devs make a change hopefully soon for the better and make better killers. But hey, hope you guys enjoyed the video. Please leave anything down in the comment section. It's definitely appreciated. Have a blessed day and peace.